Hello friends, I am Dr. Sachin Mutha. Today I am going to speak about vaccines. First of all, let me express my gratitude to Dr. A.W. Patil sir, all the staff of ACPM College, all the staff of SNJB Medical College, Doshi ma'am, respected Dr. Jangda sir, Dr. Dahar sir, and all the respected sirs. Also, Dr. Nayak sir from SMBT Medical College and Hospital. Then all my Chandwad friends, all my Nasik doctor friends, all my KB Rocker friends, also my Igatpi doctor friends, and my mentor, my motivational supporter, that is my wife, Dr. Rakhi Mutha, my son, Agam Mutha, my daughter, Nijara Mutha, and last but not the least, my parents for motivating me and supporting me for making this video on vaccines. First of all, we should all thank God for successfully playing the inning of 2020 and to see this inning of 2021, because I don't think anybody will forget the year 2020. For the year 2021, we were all blessed with the corona vaccine, and so I have prepared this topic, vaccines, because everybody should know what are the vaccines, how it is prepared, what are the different types, different routes, what are the effects, what are the adverse effects, then the side effects, uses, when to take, who should to take, and I'm trying my best to cover each and every point in a very short and precise form. Also, it is helpful for the medical students and also for the normal public, so that they can come to know what are vaccines and what all about vaccines. Also, for the medical students, mostly the questions come about the vaccines, about the different types, or the killed or the live, or about the different virus or bacteria vaccines. So also there is a question also which mostly it comes, that is the immunization schedule. So I am trying my best to give the information in short and precise form. Hope you listen it to the full, so you can come to an idea what it is all about. So let's start vaccine. First of all, what are vaccines? So vaccines are the biological preparation that induces antibody to fight against to a disease by increasing the immunity. So what is the immunity? Immunity is of three types, that is adaptive, innate, and the barrier. For the adaptive type, it is not acquired from the birth. It may be active, passive, maternal. Then the second one is it is innate. Innate means it is from inside, that is the mast cell, basophil, neutrophils. Then it is the barrier type. Barrier type, in barrier immunity, there is the nose, pharynx, trachea, then the lungs, the cilia, some parts of the genitourinary system. These are all the parts of the barrier immunity. So with this we can able to fight the diseases and live a healthy life. First of all, why a person should take a vaccine? A person should take a vaccine to prevent the disease spreading inside the body and to increase the immunity, so our body is trained to fight and to recognize the disease, and we can live a healthy life. Also, this video is not only about the corona vaccine, but it is about the general vaccine, so that it will be helpful for everyone. Now, what are the different routes of the vaccine? The different routes of normal vaccines are maybe the nasal, oral, intramuscular, or the subcutaneous. Also, what are the different vaccines, what it is made up of? The vaccine, it is made up of proteins, virus, bacteria, nucleic acid, or vector viruses, etc. Now, what are the different process to make a vaccine? Because you all know COVID-19 started in around Jan or Feb of 2020, and the vaccine was launched in 2021. So it is not so easy to prepare a vaccine. So for the preparation, there are different process, different steps, and the different process you should know. That is the first step, that is first it is analyzing the virus, what it is made up of, what are the chemical constituent, and what it is the type. Then the second one is it is the development of the virus. The third type, it is the trials, animal trials. Then the fourth type, it is the human being trials. Then for the fifth one, it is your approval from all the different authorities, that is like FDA, WHO, all the government authorities to take the approval. And finally, the last stage, that is mass production. In this also there are again two types, that is preclinical stage and the clinical stage. In the preclinical stage, it is means preclinical, that is also first stage where it is mostly tried on the animals. Then for the second stage, that is the clinical, and it is the second stage. Here it is tried on the healthy volunteers, human beings of particular age, of the particular sex and the different places, but a limited number of the healthy human beings. Then for the third stage, this is also clinical, and here it is tried for more than 1000, means from more than 1000 people it is tried. Then for the fourth stage, it is all your approval, all the permission, all the different effects, side effects, then the adverse effects, and all the norms following the government. And after that, it is the human challenge process, because each and every individual will take a vaccine. It is not so. Because there are many myths among the people. The myths may be the side effect, the adverse effect, the reaction, because after taking any vaccine, it creates some or other side effect, but this is for temporary period, because after taking a vaccine, we get some symptoms, but which are very least as compared to the disease, and which help us to fight the disease. So to make aware public, this is the most important challenge of the vaccine companies. So this is all in short about the vaccine preparation. Now, what are the sources? Sources may be bacteria, virus, whole virus, then some of the proteins, some of the endotoxins, some of the your polysaccharide endocapsules. All these are the sources. Then what are the different types of the vaccine? Different types of the vaccines, there are three types, that is killed or inactivated, live or attenuated on the toxide. For the killed or the inactivated, it is prepared by killing the virus in the chemical, heat or the radiation. For the live vaccine, it is prepared by attenuation process, means the virus virulence is decreased to the least, that is, if it is around 100%, it is decreased the virulence capacity of that virus to about 0.001%, so that whenever we take the vaccine, our body, it doesn't take it as a foreign particle or the antigen, but it, by taking it, our body increases the immunity to fight the diseases, and we can live a healthy life. Then the third, that is the toxoids. Now let us study what the vaccine we should take during our life, means after the baby is born, what the vaccine they should take, what is the immunization schedule normally for the normal public. It is mostly the same all over the world, but it may differ a little bit from state to state, from country to country, or from place to place. According to some endemic or pandemic areas, it may differ. So now let's study the immunization schedule in normal for the general public. So immediately after the birth, we should take the vaccine, for which I have prepared the mnemonic BHO. At the birth, we should take the BCG, hepatitis B, and the oral polio vaccine. Then at the age of 6 weeks, 10 weeks and 14 weeks, I have prepared a mnemonic, that is DHORI. D for DTP, then H for hepatitis B, O for oral polio, then DHOR, R for rotavirus, and I for influenza. Then at the age of 9 months, we should take the vaccine where I prepared the mnemonic, that is JAM. J for Japanese encephalitis, A for vitamin A, and M for measles. Then at the age from 16 months to 24 months, I have prepared a mnemonic, that is mode A. M for measles, O for oral polio, then D for DTP, then E for encephalitis, and for the A, that is vitamin A. Then at the age of 4.5, we should take the vaccine where we take the booster of the DTP. Then at the age of 10 and 16, we should take the tetanus toxoid, that is also TT or DT. This is normally a human being should take after the birth. In pregnant ladies, the pregnant lady should take the tetanus toxoid or DT immediately after the information about detecting the pregnancy, and after taking the first dose. After that, after 1 month, again she should take the second dose. If she had conceived or she had delivered a baby and she had taken the tetanus toxoid vaccine in last 3 years, she should take only 1 booster dose. These are all normal vaccine schedule. Now let us study the different types. The types we have already discussed, that is the killed or the inactivated, then for the live attenuated and the toxoid. All the vaccines are made up of the virus, bacteria, so it is also distinguished in different types, that is the killed inactivated, that is the virus and the bacteria. For the live also attenuated virus and the bacteria. So we'll discuss for the killed inactivated the virus type. For that I have made a mnemonic, that is J Khir, that is Jammu Khir. J for Japanese encephalitis, K for killed IPV or the KFD, that is the Kesnos forest disease. Then for H it is hepatitis B or hepatitis A. Then for I it is influenza, and R it is rotavirus. Now the bacteria of the killed inactivated. For that I have made a mnemonic by imagining one scene that my boss was killed by a typical Persian man. Call police, help. Typical Persian man, call police, help. For typical, that is your typhoid vaccine. Persian, that is your pertussis. Typical Persian men for meningococcal vaccine. Call for cholera. Police for plague. And help, that is hip vaccine, that is Haemophilus influenza B. Now for the live vaccine. For the live vaccine, it is again into virus or the bacteria. For the virus, I have prepared a mnemonic, that is your mom is cute. For Y it is yellow fever. For R it is rubella. For M it is measles. For O it is oral polio vaccine. Try to remember, in the killed also we have discussed the IPV. Here it is OPV. Also IPV is also called as Salk and OPV is also called as Sabin. If you get confused, try to remember the word Salk. In the Salk, the last alphabet is K. So K for killed, that is the IPV, and Sabin for the OPV. If you try to memorize these little bit tricks, you will be able to write the proper and you will not be able to confuse in the exam. Then for the Y, your mom, MOM. For the M, we have discussed the measles. Then again this M is for the mumps. Then your mom is I for influenza. Then is cute. For C it is the chicken pox or the varicella. Then for the bacteria's live, again I made a mnemonic, that is 2 Beti. For first 2, that is TU, that is tuberculosis. Then for the second TU, that is the tularemia, or it is also called as the rabbit fever. Then for BE, that is the BCG. Then for the TI, that is the typhoid. Here it is the oral typhoid, and we have discussed again in the kill, that was paratyphoid. So this is all in general the classification. Hope you like it. Then still there are vaccine that which are both live also and the killed also, and for that I made a mnemonic, that is TIP. T for typhoid, I for influenza, P for plague, and again P for polio vaccine. This I have prepared in a very short and precise manner. You will be able to write, if you write the proper mnemonic, and it will not be confused to write in the exam. Now the MCQs. The first MCQ, what is the age, maximum age after which the rotavirus should not be given? And the correct answer is after 8 months. Then the second question or the second MCQ, what is the National Deworming Day celebrated? And the correct answer is yes, this month February, 10th of Feb, every 10th Feb, National Deworming Day is celebrated. Then the third MCQ, when was India declared as a polio eradication or polio elimination? And the correct answer is March 2014. The fourth MCQ, when is the National Polio Day celebrated? And the correct answer is 24th October. Hope you like this mnemonics. For further mnemonics and the further classification, please like and subscribe my channel and view the video up to the end, so you can get at least some of the knowledge which will be able to help you to write in the exam. Thank you.